Whitby, what the heck is going on? We are back here with another weekly Whitby wrap up. It is your monthly edition, though. I hope everybody had a great long weekend. June was another interesting month in real estate, to say the least. You're reading all the headlines. Let's jump right into the data after this intro. Hey everybody, it's Rob Marsiglio back here again from the Robert Marsiglio Realty Group. If you're getting value out of these videos, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on, and pass it along to a friend who wants to know more about what is happening in our awesome town in this real estate market. I'm going to keep you posted every single week, as you know by now. I will not be doing our mortgage update this video. I just did a video on the GTA market recap that I released yesterday. I'm going to link it up in the corner right over here for you. So you can either pause this, go take a look there, or after this video is done, go check out the GTA recap, at least that first few minutes where I talk about mortgage rates, everything that's happening there. Enough self-promo, let's get right into what happened, starting with our detached homes. As always, we will start with our listings for this year. And what you can see is you're going to notice a new line on the chart this month, and it's a beautiful orange line that represents 2019. So the reason I did 2019 is because it is the last kind of quote-unquote normal-ish year in real estate that we experienced. We remember 2020, what happened with the pandemic starting. And ever since then, historical trends have just been way out of whack. But kind of 2019 was the last year where you can see what a true spring market looked like. So, slow January, February, starting to pick up, listings peaking in May, tapering off into the summertime. Again, a little spike in September, which is our fall market that we traditionally get before a fall off for the rest of the year. You can see that 2021, this red line did not follow that pattern at all. And the blue line here, which is 2022, is also not following the pattern. We peaked, March, April the last couple years, and then it's been downhill since. This June, we had 257 new listings. That was versus 198 last year. And to date, we are down 2.33% in listings from last year. Last year, we had 1,500 at this point. Now we're at 1,465. Based on those trend lines that we're seeing, I'd expect that listings, I don't see a big uptick happening anytime soon, especially given the interest rate environment that we are in right now, the mortgage rates we are in right now. It's not as affordable to be buying homes. It's not as profitable to be selling your home at this point in time. So we're not getting these cash out sellers as much as we were last year. So again, I'd expect these listings to kind of stay sideways and then decrease as the year goes on. Keeping an eye on our suspended and terminated listings on the detached side as well. So you can see it's kind of 2 months in a row now where we topped out in March for these suspendeds, less in April, bigger fall off in May. You can see it was more consistent last year with these number of suspensions and terminations, but still year to date, we are up 59.12% in terms of suspensions and terminations. So just remember, that means that more than likely these numbers here, this blue line, is probably a little more inflated than it was in previous years because some of these are going to be relists. For our sales totals, you can see the beautiful orange line is back just to show in a spring market. This is a kind of great indication of what a normal year in real estate looks like in Whitby. Your sales peak in May, taper off through the summer, and they start picking up in September, peak in October again before quieting down for the rest of the year. Once again, we peaked in March last year, we peaked in March this year. I don't expect these sales numbers to trend upwards anytime soon. Same as on the listing side, and for those rate reasons, a lot more buyers sitting on the sidelines. We're just not going to see the same level of activity this year that we are used to in the past. You're going to read in headlines that sales are down month over month. That's not an alarming thing. That always happens, or I shouldn't say always, but the majority of the time happens from May to June into July, August. We do see a drop off in sales. Historically, sales will peak in May. This year we peaked a little early, and I just see it being either sideways or downwards for the rest of the year at this point. The slide you all love to see and want to see every single month. This is our detached median sales price. A little bit of a bounce in prices on the detached side in terms of the median sale price this past month. We're actually up 1.3% month over month, and we're up 2.83% year over year. So last video we were kind of projecting maybe even crossing over this break-even point sometime in June, July. We weren't sure if it was going to happen that soon. I don't see anything supporting this trend of increased prices. Again, the big driver right now is high rates bringing prices down, and that's not going away anytime soon. We have another rate announcement on July 13th, which I believe will have an impact again on prices. That's in a week's time. I think we can we'll definitely be in the red by the end of the year. How soon will that happen? I'm not sure. But as for now, median price point just shy of 1.1 million, $30,000 more than it was last year at this time. To the townhomes, and with these towns, again, the orange line is back for the listings and the sales. Not as much of a definite trend when it comes to townhomes, a bit smaller market segment. But again, you can see that listings kind of peak April, May, June before tapering off and then coming back up for the fall market in September. Last couple of years, again, peaking in March and then a fall off. We are still up in listings year to date, my apologies, but it's the first time since February that 2021 actually outpaced 2022 in new listings. So 39 new listings this month versus 44 new listings a year ago in June. Our suspendeds and terminations kind of went off a cliff as well, which is good to see. It's a true indication of those new listings numbers. It could be why the new listings are lower this month than they were last year at this time. You can see we peaked out in May just shy of 60 suspensions and terminations. We've chopped that number by more than in half, but we are still up 100% from last year. So a lot more suspensions and terminations in the townhomes this year than there were last year to this point. Sales numbers again peaked out in March of this year, same as last year. We reported 30 sales through the Toronto Real Estate Board, 43 last year. Year to date, we are down 25% in sales on the townhome side. And while we did not see an increase in the median sale price, it did not drop too much month to month from May to June, down about 1.6%, still up a healthy 12% from last year at this time. I think we had this trend again sometime maybe in August, July, breaking even from last year. We'll see what happens if this number continues to trade sideways or if the rate hikes that are coming up being announced will price some more people out of the market and drive that townhome price down as well. Our semis, we're just going to hop into median prices for the next few market segments like we usually do. And we have a median sale price of $843,750. So that is down 21.5% month over month. But let's remember that the semis make up a very small portion of the market in Whitby. In June 2022, we reported 12 total sales, and we only reported 4 in May. So it doesn't take much to skew that number downwards. But again, this is just kind of what's happening. Our condo apartment median sale price this year is at $726,000 versus $577,000 last year. And our condo townhomes, after dropping below the 2021 median sale price last month, we have bounced back up to $760,000 versus $637,000 the year before. You were talking low sales volume in that condo segment though. It's either low double digits or mid to high single digits, so it does not take much to skew that median price point. Last chart here in terms of our sale price. So this is our sold to list price ratio. Again, this green line, the magic green line, means that if properties are selling for the list price, they would be coming in at 1. So anything below this line, that segment is trading below list price. Anything above the line, you're still getting a little more money on average than your list price. So you can see that our two big drivers, the detached and the townhomes, have come down closer to that 1 number in this past month. And our condo segments are actually dropped down below 1 for the first time in the last year and a half. To wrap things up, as always, let's take a look at the activity, and that's showings per new listing, offers per new listings, and then how many showings it takes to get an offer on a property currently as well. So starting with the showings, you can see again, we are down 6.3% from May 2022 in June. So another showing down per new listing, and right around half of where we were back in January of 2022. Our offers per new listing are also down to 1. So that is down 5.7% from May. And the new metric that I introduced last video, which was the showings per offer. How many showings does it take you to get an offer on your property? That number has been climbing since January, but it has leveled out really since April, May, June. So again, it's going to take more groups, and it has taken more groups for the past few months to get an offer on your property. Again, what can we control as sellers? We can control the price and the condition of the property. As buyers, take this information into account and just knowing you're not rushed to make any decisions in this current market. That is the recap for this month. Some trends that I am keeping my eye on is, again, the number of sales over the past 30 days. So check in every single week to see where we're at there. As of this month, end of June, we're at 1.6-ish months of inventory on the detached side and just right around 1 on the townhome side. So we want to see how those numbers move for the rest of the year. I'm also here to answer any of your questions. What do you want to know about your property type, your neighborhood? People are reaching out all the time. It's great, but I have time to help you as well. So please, if you have any questions about your Whitby home, your Durham region home, your GTA home, don't hesitate to reach out. All the information is down below in the video. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on those notifications, share this with a friend. I want to spread this info to as many people as possible to help you make an informed decision, to help you make a great decision when it's time to be buying, selling, renting, whatever's going to fit your lifestyle the best. So tune back in a week for our next weekly Whitby wrap up. And until then, stay safe and cheers.